Hello, guys. Welcome back to another quick 3 games of Gen 9 WZU. And guys, thank you guys for all the love and support. Thank you guys for showing my mom love and support. You guys know what I've been through if you guys saw the last video. Thank you guys so much. God bless you all. I am okay moving forward. I will be alright moving forward. I just want to thank you guys for all the love. But this is the next one. We're on to the next one, guys. So yeah. I just want to, while I'm playing this game, I just want to talk about, I just want to reveal a pitch that I was working on. Okay, so this is a pitch reveal. Okay, so directly under the title of this video is gonna be called a pitch reveal. Okay. So it's not the episode, it's a pitch reveal, guys. Okay. So this pitch reveal is basketball. The game of basketball needs to have designated free throw shooters, okay? And this would be great on the professional level like the NBA. But I was talking to this with my cousin, and we were going back and forth while we were watching the Boston versus Indiana Pacers game. Why the NBA just needs designated free throw shooters. Period. Okay. Why it just needs designated free throw shooters. Okay. Not just in the NBA, but in the game of basketball. Okay. Think about this. This is a little scenario played out of my head. Imagine like your 9-10-year-old kid. You know, mommy, daddy. I made the team as a designated free throw shooter this year. They're like, what? And you're like, I made the team as a designated free throw shooter. And they're like, but honey, that doesn't even exist. That's not even a position. And you're like, well, there was this basketball pioneer that came up with the position from his podcast called Pitch a couple years back. And now the game implemented it. Like he's James Naismith or something. But you see where I'm getting at. So we were talking about this designated free throw shooters being a new position in the game, okay? So I don't know what to pitch first. I'm gonna pitch the 30-gram marijuana limit first, but I'm just revealing another pitch, designated free throw shooters for the game of basketball. Not just in the NBA, it's for the game of basketball. So it would be on every level, college, high school, the pros. Every single level would have designated free throw shooters, not just the NBA, okay? So, my cousin brought up a few interesting points. Okay, so he was arguing that there would have to be too many stoppages, and he would want to make my free throw shooter play defense because he's arguing that it's not fair that you have to stop the game to put in a designated free throw shooter. Right, you have to stop the game when the guy shoots his free throws. Right, like let's say if he misses it, it's got to be a dead ball. You got to implement new rules. Okay, the designated free throw shooter misses the second free throw, God forbid. Right, so that would be a dead ball. Right, so I'm implementing rules. Right, but that he's telling me that slows down the game too much. Okay, and I lose the first game here. Guys. But yeah, a designated free throw shooter, a DFS, okay? It's a pitch reveal, it's not the episode, okay? Let me break down how the episode is going to work, okay? So as I said, it's going to be on my Pitch podcast. It's going to be a podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, okay? This is not the episode, it's just a pitch reveal, okay? So how this is going to work, or how I'm trying to film this, is I'm thinking of going around and filming people on all levels, high school, college, just shooting free throws. Like, who's your best free throw shooter, right? I'm thinking of just going around and just documenting who could shoot free throws on a collegiate level, on a high school level, like how good everybody is at it, as well as filming regular people just shooting free throws, you know, just to make a comparison. Okay, so as I told you before, it's gonna be like a radio documentary style, also as well as a podcast too, because it's gonna be informative again. So you have to think here. I gotta start on the lowest level here, okay? So the lowest level would obviously be like grade school, like ages like 5 to 12. I think that would be like the lowest level, right? So imagine if those kids like had a designated free throw shooter, right? Like on those teams, you would have designated free throw shooters for those teams, right? So like obviously a lot of those kids can't shoot. But if a kid trained himself to shoot for that position, right? You would have a bunch of like 80, 90% free throw shooters that would just be able to shoot free throws, right? And that would be their position, okay? Now, I know you guys, some of you guys might be rolling your eyes, but I think this is a really good move, okay? So it's going to be on all levels. I have to document this. So, and then I would go to high school, see how good they are at shooting free throws. I would have to go to the men's and the women's teams, okay? How good are they at shooting free throws? Can anyone shoot 80, 90%, right? So I would have to literally break it down, right? Who on the team could shoot 80 or 90%, right? If there's no one that can shoot 80 or 90%, right? Then I would make my conclusions, right? Obviously, if a kid dedicates time just shooting free throws alone, and if he dedicates time to the game, he dedicates time to just shooting free throws. Dude, look at Bernie Sanders at 70 years old, draining them, okay? If you dedicate time to just shooting free throws alone, and you train yourself to become a 90% free throw shooter, that is a usable skill. That is a usable skill. Okay? That can be a new position. God, I love this podcast. Okay? So what my cousin was arguing, like on the pro level, is that there would be too many stoppages, right? So let's say Dwight Howard is going up to the line shooting for two. It's a dying minutes of the game. It's a game 7 or whatever. He's shooting like 30% on the night. He's shooting 30% on the night, but the coach has a chance to go to his 90%, 92%. Designated free throw shooter, retired car salesman Jerry Sloan, dude. Retired car salesman Jerry Sloan that shoots 92% from the free throw line. You're down by 1 point. Do you go to his designated free throw shooter or not? Think about it. That makes a ton of sense. Now, if you're arguing there's too many stoppages, that's another angle. There may be too many stoppages, but I think that's fine. Okay, I would implement rules to make more stoppages, so you could put in a DFS. I mean, that makes so much sense. Man, teams need to make free throws. Those teams need those points at the end of the day. So that's why I think this is a genius move. Again, you could get on the Bat podcast and argue why this position shouldn't be around at all. But I'm telling you guys that this is a very useful and skillful position. So a designated free throw shooter, guys. A DFS, okay? Pitch podcast. It's just a pitch reveal. It's not the episode. It's a pitch reveal. It's not the episode, okay? So in the episode, I said it's going to be a radio documentary / podcast style. So I'm going to be documenting, I'm going to be going from school to school and looking at who their best free throw shooter is. Literally, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to see what the average is on each team. Like, literally, film them shooting free throws. I'm going to go from each level, high school, college level, to the grade school, to the pros, and just film them shooting free throws. And I'm just going to tally up the averages and just see who the best free throw shooter is. Then, I'm going to go on the streets and just see who could just knock down free throws out of the back of their hand. Okay? Who could just flat out just knock down free throws. Okay? So, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it do. Okay? If you don't like the position, you tell me why. Or you can hop on the Bat podcast. You can send me a video response. Okay, if you think it's a stupid position, send me a video response for the Bat Podcast. So if you want to hit out the idea, okay, that's what the Bat Podcast is for. But if you think it's a good move, if you think it's a good position, then tell me in the comments if you think not just the NBA but the game of basketball needs designated free throw shooters. Remember this. Mommy, daddy, I just made the team as a designated free throw shooter. And your parents are like, what? It doesn't even exist. So are you guys seeing the point? Are you guys seeing the whole point of the Pitch Podcast? Okay. So I told you guys I'm starting off with Canada needs to get rid of its 30-gram marijuana limit. And my second pitch reveal is the game of basketball needs designated free throw shooters, okay? So that's one, and that's two pitches I just revealed, okay? If you guys want me to do another pitch reveal, let me know. But today's pitch reveal is the designated free throw shooters, okay? And guys, I am losing everything. I can't win a game. What's going on with me? Wow. I've lost the first two. Yikes. Okay, just finish me off here. I just ditto, can't do anything. Guys, it's hard to play and talk at the same time. But this is the last game here, okay? So a designated free throw shooter. Not just for the NBA, but for the game of basketball. You feel me? You feel me? Right? For the game of basketball, not just for the NBA. Okay? So you kids have a specific position where they're just shooting free throws. They're replacing the bad or the poor free throw shooter on the night. So let's say you're shooting like 30% or 40% on the night. It would then be the coach's decision to sub you out and replace you with your designated free throw shooter. It's like a relieving pitcher, sort of. So you'd be done shooting free throws for the night. Like, let's say if you're shooting like 2 for 12 from free throw line, which a lot of high school and college kids struggle from the free throw line, right? So you imagine if you had designated free throw shooters on the collegiate level that could make up their free throws, right? A designated free throw shooter. Think about it, guys. Okay, I'm going to try to baton pass this to Bronzing. This was atrocious. This might have been an atrocious quick three. Let's see if I can win the last game. Okay. Weakness policy. Okay, baton pass. I'm going to go for Bronzing because Sylveon might go for a clear smog there. Okay. I'm going to go for the freeze dry and the gyro ball on Sylveon here. Let's see if I can win a game. I've been talking too much. I've been getting too excited about this designated free throw shooter. Pitch. Okay. Remember, the podcast is coming out this year, late summer, fall, 2024 this year for sure, okay? So you guys remember, it's not the episode, it's just a pitch reveal. It's just a pitch reveal. Okay, read my lips again. It's just a pitch reveal. It's not the episode. For the episode, it's going to be a radio documentary / podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, okay? Please do not get confused. I'm playing so bad right now. Like, how could I be playing this badly? Yikes. We're about to lose all 3 games. But I'm excited to tell you about that pitch. Okay, so you guys already know about the first 2 pitches. Okay. Canada needs to get rid of its 30-gram marijuana limit is my first pitch reveal, I would say. And the game of basketball needs designated free throw shooters is my second pitch reveal, not the episode, okay? All right. Woo! Okay, this Arcanine is giving me troubles. Oh boy. I might lose all 3 games here. I've had a better outing. Come on, don't get swept, Chitty. Don't get swept. Oh boy. Yikes. This was an atrocious 3 games. Guys, I'm sorry. I gotta do better. We've got to do better than this. Yikes. And please don't get swept in the last. Please don't get swept in the last game. Oh my gosh. You gotta take one. Oh my god. And we get swept. So there you go, guys. It's hard to play and talk at the same time. Yikes. Guys, we just got swept. We lost all 3 games. But guys, how about them designated free throw shooters? Guys, let me know in the comments if you think it's a good idea. This was live gameplay. I didn't edit anything. I didn't do anything. Guys, thank you guys for showing my mom love and support. Thank you guys for showing me love and support on the podcast. Designated free throw shooters, what do you guys think for the game of basketball? Not just for the NBA, for the game of basketball, not just for the NBA. Okay, let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys on the next one. I gotta exit this QuickTime player.